Hello, this is Holly Chadwick with Project Chimps, and we are live with Go Ape Bingo. This is an exciting show tonight for Bingo because tomorrow night and Saturday night, 7:30 at Lionheart Theatre is Bananarama. Here I'm going to bring Jolene on to describe it some more. Oh, that's Mike.
Here I am there. Ima always gets first billing. You know why? It's because it's her birthday.
It is Ima's birthday.
It is a very exciting week. We have Ima's birthday. We've got Bananarama. Yes, our annual wonderful adult chimp charity show has returned. It's only been 5 years. So, we're keeping up with, the Emmys at least. So well, yeah, I guess it has only been 4 years, hasn't it? Okay, 2019. So, yes, Bananarama has returned, and this time it's at Lionheart Theatre. Speaking of Lionheart, our special guest is a surprise guest from the Lionheart Theatre, and we will talk to her later. But I should tell you all about Bananarama because I know all of you have been waiting for it, except for some of you who have never heard of it before. So let me mention Bananarama. It's a wonderful show. It starts at 7:30. We're going to have drag queens. I don't know what you know about drag queens. I find them a little ridiculous, but they're a lot of fun to watch on stage. So we're going to check them out. We have some singers. We have comedians. We have all sorts of fun entertainment. Now, I should point out that unlike most of our entertainment, unlike our bingo night, Bananarama is adult. We recommend it for people at least 16 and above. Yeah, there are some of those naughty words thrown about and some little situations that maybe younger children don't need to be asking you about all night. Mommy, why did that queen do that? It's best if you just don't have to explain it. So I wouldn't bring the little ones. Keep bringing them to bingo. That's a better place for them. Or bring them to our live events. Yes, we've got some coming up. It's almost chimp or treat time again. And who doesn't love that? But if you come to Bananarama, it's a big fundraiser. It's not too late to buy tickets. We will sell some at the door, but we're getting close to sold out for tomorrow night. So don't hesitate. I know Holly is going to be putting up some places where you can go and buy your tickets, probably in the comments too, so you can use the link.
It up right now.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We have VIP tickets. I really recommend those. Those are our very important primate tickets. You get a reception with the cast beforehand. It includes cocktails, because you have to have your cocktail at a show, don't you? Gotta have it. It also includes some appetizers. And you get some Project Chimp swag with snacks in it to take into the theater. Yeah. And in addition to that, you also, of course, are helping us out. You get preferred seating near the front rows, but make sure you're not scared of queens because they come at you. Yeah. Oh, and of course, since I'm one of the hosts, we will be playing a bingo game live. Yes. Yes. So you'll want to try all that out. We've got plenty of tickets for Saturday night. Not too late to be a VIP, not too late to be a regular. And by the way, for some of you bingo players that are too far away from Atlanta to join us, we do have the attend in spirit option. Yes, Miss Holly's going to be there and she's going to be filming. So if you buy the attend in spirit, later this month, she will provide you with a link to watch all the madness that happened on Saturday night. Yeah, she's going to film the Saturday night episode. So, yeah. That means she's going to miss some of the best stuff on Friday night. But, Saturday will probably be good too. So that's okay. Now, yeah. Okay. So if you haven't bought your Bananarama tickets already, go ahead, get to it. You can do some additional donations. Don't forget to bring your cash to buy your beer and wine and to tip those queens. Yes. Oh, and by the way, because I hear that when you have drag queens, you have to have drag queen story time. We will be reading Hope for Kareem. And we do have a lot of hope for Kareem right now. He's struggling a little bit. So we want to send him our best wishes. And we're going to read his story both nights. Yes. So join us for that. Yes. Oh, Kareem, we all love you, buddy. Okay. So, Holly, I think we've got some other stuff going on too. Did you want to mention something?
Yeah, we have other events going on in the upcoming and the right after Bananarama on August
19th, I think.
18 and 19
18th and 19th. Oh, yeah.
is a great pollinator census. Let me put up the website there so you guys can learn more about it.
Oh, yes.
It's basically we participate to count all the pollinators, you know, like dragonflies and bees and those kinds of insects. In the sanctuary to see what the general population is, and that data goes to the Great Pollinator Census that keeps track of that kind of stuff. And this is the one in the Southeast.
Oh, wonderful. So they can all come to the sanctuary and help us then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're not close by, remember, you can do this at other places around the country. And
yeah. And I think I'm not sure if you can do it on your own, but if you go to that website, it'll tell you like what's all involved. So
nice.
And then August 19th.
Yeah, it's how it works. So you gotta go get a drink after you've done it. And so, like Holly said, on August 19th, we've got you set.
Yeah, for Cheers for
Granddaddy Mims.
Yeah. At Granddaddy Mims, yes. And there's 2 special moonshine drinks that are gonna be there that are fantastic.
Oh, so lovely.
And
snacks. There's always snacks.
Yeah, and there's snacks. It's gonna be pizza from Mystic Mountain Pizza.
Oh, good snacks. Wonderful.
Good snacks. And then there'll be live music too. So yeah.
Yes. And you know, some people have said to me, oh, snacks. Yeah, but you guys like that vegan stuff. That's not always what I'm looking for. I understand. We will always have a vegan option, but don't worry. We will have some other options as well. So whatever appeals to you the most, Mystic Mountain Pizza is going to take care of you while you're getting plastered on some of that moonshine at Granddaddy Mims. We haven't done a distillery in a while, so don't miss this one.
And there's lots to try at Granddaddy's Mims too. The $25 gets you 1 drink, but feel free to try more because there's a lot of selection there.
Yeah,
and you get the glass.
It gets and you get 1 drink in our glass. So
yes,
good. Yes,
complimentary.
Which you get to take home.
Project Chimps cocktail, or what is it? A tumbler?
It's like an old-fashioned glass.
An old-fashioned glass. I'm not sure what to call those. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those shorter ones that you put the booze in that you don't want to drink too much of all at once. Yeah. But you can take it home and refill it, so you'll be fine. And if, you know, for those of you that aren't up in North Georgia for Granddaddy Mims, we're going to repeat our Cheers for Chimps at Tucker Brewing down here in Atlanta again. Yes, in October 21st. Yeah, we're going to do Cheers for Chimps at Tucker one more time. So I know many of you enjoyed that. So come on out and see us here in Atlanta. Excuse me.
And between the 2 Cheers for Chimps in September, on September 14th, we're having we're not having it, but Blairsville is having a Touch a Truck event where Project Chimps will participate with their truck.
Don't you need to get consent first?
Well, I don't think there's alcohol involved, and it's for the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they'll be touching it in a much more appropriate way then. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, that's good. And we have some other stuff coming up that we'll tell you about later, too. Some surprises that you're not expecting. Yeah, I know you hear us talk about Cheers for Chimps and all of that quite a lot, but we got some new stuff. But we're going to save that for a little later.
It's coming tomorrow.
Yes, it's coming tomorrow, right along with Bananarama.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. But it's time for some bingo. All right. Now, Holly, I believe it's time for me, for some reason, to explain how to play it again.
Okay. So I'll go away and I'll put up the instructions.
Yes, because AV is helpful.
It's just like the chase on TV.
Just like it. Yes. Okay. Remember, I'm on the other side of you, by the way. Yes, I'm over here. See me now? Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay, so I can hear you. Yes. So if you have forgotten how to play bingo because of a sharp blow to the head, let me go over it again. So you're going to play on the cards that you have in front of you. If you don't have cards in front of you, it's because you're on the wrong website. Go to socialbingo.live and join us. You get 3 cards. You can see those arrows on the top that tell you where those cards are. So make sure you toggle back and forth between them. You can play all 3. And you're trying to make a line, any line, up and down, diagonal, or side to side. Yes, I'm a big Ariana Grande fan. Yes, absolutely. So there you go. That's what it would look like if you got one. And they can be anywhere on your card, but they have to be 5 in a row. And if you're in certain areas, you get the fs. And if you get the fs, you don't have to wait for us to call that. You can just mark that whenever you want. They tell me it stands for, well, lots of things, some of which I'll be talking about tomorrow night. Yes, yes. But the most accurate one, as far as I can tell, is free space. Now, once you're done, hit the I have bingo. Not until you have it, though. Yeah, because otherwise it'll just tell you you're full of it. So hit the I have bingo when you need to. Oh, by the way, if you check the comments, Holly has just told you where you can go if you want to join us for the actual playing of bingo. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, so Ima, how about a ball?
Your first ball is I-22.
I-22. I-22. Well, that's not going to get them there. Oh, by the way, Holly has just reminded me that, of course, you're going to win something tonight. And our first game includes something we haven't featured before. It is our, what do we call them? Air fresheners. Oh, you know what, Holly? I'm not used to being on this side of the screen. What happened? Oh, anyway, so you can win an air freshener. Hello, hello. There they are right there. They're lovely. They're scented. And oh, that's great. I much prefer it when Ima can't be seen and I can. Yes. That's just the way it should be. So you can win 2 of them. You get 2. Yeah, 1 for each car or 1 for each ear, whatever you prefer. They're lovely. They have our chimp design on them with his apples. It's wonderful. So try and win that. But if you don't, you can come by the gift shop and buy some anytime you like. Okay, let's get on with it. Ima, you've given us 1 ball, but that's not going to be enough. How about 2 or 3 more? What do you think?
Your next ball is I-29.
I-29. I-29.
Oh, another eyeball.
Oh, eyeballs.
Your next ball is I-21.
I-21. I is nowhere near 21. Anyway, I'll get there eventually someday. Again. Okay, let's give him another one.
Your next ball is N45.
Oh, that's so exciting.
N45.
N45.
And you mentioned appeal before.
Yes, you have a lot of appeal. It's getting a lot of brown spots at your age, though.
Well, that's why I took the magic marker to it.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, you have
spots.
to get that stuff they put on all the social media. It's purple, and they always rub it on a banana peel. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, well, so we've got some balls to get you going. Oh, let's give them 1 more since we were chatting at them.
Your next ball is N35.
N35. All right. Well, you know what we do during bingo? We talk about chimps. That's why we're here. Yeah. Sarah knows because Sarah's been here since earlier today. Yeah, she got on early. Good to see you again, Sarah. Okay. So we're going to talk about our birthday chimps. And the first one I'm going to talk about is a youngin', and her name is Kristen. Yes, Kristen. So Kristen is 13 this month. There she is. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Yes, she's 13 this month. And she's been at the sanctuary since about the time we had our last Bananarama. Yes. November 2019 is when she arrived. So she's been with us a little while. She's gotten accustomed to being there and she enjoys it. Yes, she does. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Kristen, but first, watch. We have a couple more balls for you.
Your next ball is I-25.
I-25.
Your next ball is B4.
B4. Now, before I said I was going to tell you a little more about Kristen, so let's do that. Now, Kristen is the full sister to Leo, and we'll be talking about him later because he has a birthday too. Leo is one of our favorites, and so is Kristen. They're all my favorites. She's my favorite right now. And they do look a lot alike, so that's kind of fun too. Now, Kristen is 4 years younger, though, so there's that. Now, Kristen is a little firecracker. Yep, she is. She's playful. She likes to play with her chimp companions and her human caregivers. And she tends to get very excited during intense play sessions. Yes, she's also a loyal friend. She's defending and offering reassurance to everyone after a conflict with their group. They have those a lot in chimp groups. It's just normal. Okay, and Kristen likes to reassure everybody afterwards. She hangs out with her best friend, Roxy, but she also has made some new friends in the time she's been there, including Mooney and Kirk And the young females like Ariel and Mandy and Roxy. Yeah, we mentioned Roxy. She's her close friend. Yeah. They all enjoy spending time with Kristen and playing with her. She likes to go out in the habitat too. Sometimes they don't, but she does. And she collects small sticks throughout the day. Yep.
Aw.
Okay, let's have a couple more balls in honor of Kristen.
So, does Kristen and Roxy play Chicago music?
Yes,
Sing and
yes.
dance?
They do a
there-
little bit of this, ooh. Yes. Just like BB Newworth. Yeah.
Oh, there you
She
go.
was one of my favorite chimps back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, Your next ball. Eating at a Cracker Barrel.
Well, look at that. There was Kristen. Yes. She was just enjoying herself. Now, that was one of those enrichment things we give them. Little puzzle toys that have food tucked away inside. So they have to work at it for a little bit. And she was enjoying it. Okay, Ima, you had just given us one ball. What was it?
N32.
N32. Let's give them one or two more.
Your next ball is N42.
N42. Wonderful. And maybe another.
And your next ball is B9.
B9, just like my tumors.
There you
Yes.
go.
Okay. Yeah. I'm doing better, by the way. Thanks for all your kind letters and comments. Yes, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's give them one or two. Oh, you know what I should mention? I forgot to mention it is Kristen's birthday, and it is at the end of the month on the 30th. And you might like to know what you want to get her for gifts. Now, Kristen really enjoys the laser games she plays with the care staff. We don't tell her it's training to help her with her medical care, but she enjoys the game. So maybe you could purchase a few more of the lasers for our wish list. At least I assume that's why she likes them. I don't think she's trying to take over the world or anything. You never know
She's
with
gonna
Kristen.
put them in her eyes.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Oh, yes. So she has laser eyes.
Laser eyes.
Very good. That's a possibility. Okay. All right. Well, so that's Kristen, and we're happy for her. Let's give one more ball on the account of Kristen.
And your next ball is 062.
Oh, 62.
62.
Oh, 62. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right. Now, our next chimp, I've already mentioned, it's Kristen's brother, Leo. Leo. Yes, Leo. Leo, who is turning 7. Oh, that's Bo. No. He has a birthday too, but don't spoil it. There you go. Leo. Leo. He's one of my favorites. Yes. Okay. Now, Leo is turning 17. So let's give him some balls.
Yay. So was he named Leo because he was born in August?
Maybe. Now, you know how they get their names, don't you?
So they like, put it in a bucket and
No, and there's no sorting hat either. No, the first member of the medical and care team that finds the new baby gets to name it. Yeah, so somebody at the laboratory where he was saw him, and maybe they thought, yes, it's August, let's name him Leo.
Oh. Do they play hide the baby somewhere that they got to find it?
No, they don't hide the baby. No, it's just when it's born, then they go, then they find it. Yes.
Like,
I mean,
the baby?
I like to put a baby in the closet, but not with chimps. No, they're too sweet for that. Yeah. Let's give some balls to Leo.
Your next ball is B14.
B14. Yes.
And your next ball is 075.
75. Oh, I remember when I was 75. Yes. Let's give him one more, shall we?
Your next ball is G46.
G46. Lovely. Okay, so Leo, look at that, Leo. Oh, I should mention his birthday is the day after Kristen's. Well, 4 years and a day after originally. So he is born on the 31st. Yep. And he's turning 17 at the end of this month. And he's been with us since March of 2018. So a long time. Well, to celebrate that time here, he needs a couple more balls.
Your next ball. Oh, we got a bingo.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, how quick was that? Wonderful. Who was our winner?
Our winner is Andrew Zapata from Durham, North Carolina.
Well done, Andrew. That's one of the fastest bingos we've ever had. That's wonderful. Well, before we celebrate Andrew, I am going to finish up with Leo, but let me just remind you, Andrew, we have your information, but if you want to help us speed along the process of getting those air fresheners to you, just give us an email at events@projectchimps.org and we can organize everything for you. Well, good job, Andrew.
Yay.
Now, let me finish up with Leo, our wonderful chimp. Yep. Now, I should mention that Leo, when he was only 2 years old, along with his group mate Hercules, he was leased to a New York lab. And they forced him to walk upright to study locomotion. Now, this is some of the things our chimps have had to endure in their years, and that's why we're so glad they're with us now and can do whatever they like to do. Yeah. So after medical testing was banned, he and Hercules, the other chimp that we mentioned, they were sent back to NERC, New Iberia Research Center, and then they got retired here to Project Chimps. So we're so glad to have them. Now, did you know Leo's favorite activity, I guess, is not quite the right word for it. His favorite activity is napping. Yes, he likes to nap. And all of our chimps like to nap occasionally, but Leo really enjoys it. After breakfast, he curls up in a hammock and takes a nap. Yeah.
Is he the one who sits in the blue tubs that look like the roller coaster cars?
Well, a lot of them like to do that, but I wouldn't be surprised to find Leo there sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. If you do a tour, you can see the tubs we're talking about. Oh, look at that. So that was Leo enjoying one of the lovely colored pictures that one of the field trips had made when the kids were here. Yes, they make pictures sometimes, and sometimes we let the chimps have them because they really enjoy them. I think it's because they like to stiff the markers. Myself, I do all that all the time, but maybe not. I believe he did eat the painting later, but that's okay. That's okay. We only use safe products that the chimps get a hold of. Yeah, so he'll be fine. Yeah, it's not the first time he's eaten a drawing, I'm sure. Well, we love Leo. We also know that Leo loves boxes and he's frequently napping and nesting in those too. So, drop by some cardboard boxes maybe. Who knows? But better yet, go ahead and look at our wish lists, because what Leo would like to hear from, what I'd like to get from you is some peanut butter. Yes, Leo likes peanut butter. We smear it inside the puzzle toys, similar to the one you saw Kristen playing with. And then the chimps enjoy eating those. Well, I'm so glad we got a winner so quickly. Well done, everybody. Well done. Holly, I think maybe, we have time for a commercial. What do you think?
Would you like a commercial or would you like
Ooh, you have a surprise.
Or a surprise?
Surprise. Ooh, I think I know. Go ahead. Let's have the surprise.
Okay. I'll make us all go away.
Are you coming to say hi? We go inside on pets.tv's Day in the Life of Chimpanzees. Are you coming to say hi? We go inside Project Chimps, home to more than 90 former research chimps. Many have never been outdoors and now are feeling grass beneath their feet, learning how to forage and fish for food. And pets.tv viewers are about to meet them. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. On pets.tv's Day in the Life of Chimpanzees.
Friday on pets.tv.
Forever hold your
Wasn't that lovely? Oh my goodness. Yes. So that's our special surprise. Yes. Pets TV is going to on tomorrow. Yes. They filmed some things at our sanctuary and they're going to play it tomorrow so you can learn all about it. Now, Holly, where would they go to see that?
Yeah, so go to Pets TV pets.tv, and you can look, there's a button to look up local listings, and you can see what channel on your cable it is for your area.
Oh, lovely.
I don't see it in my local area, but I have a feeling it'll come out later online. So
Yes,
I don't
you can
think
watch
you'll
the
miss out.
streaming. Yes, that'll be great. I plan to watch the streaming because I'll be performing tomorrow at 9 as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so if you're coming to Bananarama, don't worry. I'm sure you'll be able to pick up the Pets TV information and check out their wonderful video of their time at Project Chimps. But if you can't make it, that's a good thing to do tomorrow night. So check it out. Pets TV, yay! Fun. We're so glad when people come and check out what our chimps are doing and share it with the rest of you. That's so nice. Yes. Well, Holly, I think it's time for our special guest.
All right.
Yes. So we told you we're going to be at Lionheart for Bananarama tomorrow night. And the reason we get to be at Lionheart is because of their amazing artistic director, Miss Tanya Gilmore. Let's hear it for Tanya. Hello, Tanya.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, it's so good to have you here. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. How could we not? Now, Tanya, maybe you can tell the folks a little bit about how Project Chimps ended up inside the Lionheart Theatre.
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. You guys, Jolene and Ima, came to
Yes.
our last show, Jeffrey, and
Yes, it was
have
fabulous.
friends and saw the show there. And you are both friends with another friend of ours, Ken. And
yeah.
you just approached me about it, started telling me about it. I found it so fascinating that I just wanted us to get involved, whatever we could do to help.
No, it's so nice of you. It is so wonderful, people. You know, Tanya said to us, "Oh, you've had a show on a stage before. I have a stage. When would you like to be here?" And 2 months later, here we are.
Here we are. Yeah.
Amazing. It was amazing. You know, Project Chimps has been so lucky with the kindness of so many people in the communities, both up in North Georgia and here in Atlanta, that have supported us, and we really appreciate it. Now, Tanya, we keep telling everybody about Lionheart and how we're going to be there, but I think some of our folks probably don't know what Lionheart is. Could you tell us a little bit about your theater?
Lionheart is an all-volunteer community theater. It started almost 25 years ago now in my church, Norcross Presbyterian, as a drama ministry. And we were doing, Steel Magnolias, The Odd Couple, just, regular shows, and realized that there weren't but maybe one or two community theaters in Gwinnett County. So we thought we would give it a shot. So we gave ours now name the Lionheart Theater and started performing wherever we could. And almost 25 years later, here we are. So we're very grateful to the city of Norcross, who have provided a beautiful space for us to be in.
It is an amazing space. It's very unique, people. You have to come out and see Bananarama or one of the Lionheart shows so you can see what it's like. It's a small, intimate space, so every seat is fabulous to watch the shows. There's no problem with sound or sight lines. It's just wonderful. And you know what makes it extra special? At intermission, they serve dessert as part of
Yes,
your ticket.
we do. We do.
It's
We do.
amazing. Yeah.
We've
Now
been
we are
doing
not.
that from the very beginning and didn't want to lose that tradition.
I think it's a wonderful tradition. Sometimes that's the only reason I go, because I hear there might be cake. Yeah.
Well, see, I'm not worried. If you don't like the show, at least you like the cake.
Yes, exactly. I think that's a great way to go. Now, I should point out to our folks, we will have some cocktails and such at Bananarama, but we are not doing the dessert thing, at least not this time. We love that tradition and we'd love to continue it, but we were just not able to for this. Maybe one of you will sponsor some of our events in the future and we can add cake. Because why not? Why not?
Let them eat cake. Yeah.
Now, how do you make that work, Tanya, to have all that cake ready for your audience each show?
Well, we make the cakes, but we also purchase the pies. So we have cake and pie. And during the first act, my volunteers and I are back there slicing and dicing and putting them all out on a table. And when it comes intermission, people just line up and get their cake. They get their coffee, their water. And of course, if they want an alcoholic beverage, we do have beer and wine for a suggested donation.
Well, of course you have to, don't you? I mean, how can you have a night out at the theater without a cocktail?
That's right. Well, we're the cheapest deal in town, too. So people are thrilled to come and see a very good show that they can sit and afford and, be able to
Yes.
enjoy it. So
Yes, and even though the beer and wine is only like $2, can
Yeah.
you imagine? Oh, yes. So
and
if you
that'll be the same at Bananarama Friday and
Exactly, yes.
Saturday.
so
It is-
if you're
It's
yes,
free parking.
yes, free parking
Yes,
too.
free
Yeah, there's good parking in Norcross. Yes,
Yeah.
it's Yeah.
Sometimes, yes.
well, yes. Well, near you it's better, especially
yeah.
in the evening. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Norcross
lots-
is a beautiful old train town. Our building was built, it's a church that was built in the 1800s. Very historic town. If you've never been to Norcross, take this opportunity to come.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. When you're sitting in their theater, one thing I noticed that it's just very delightful. It is an old church, and you have that feeling inside still. So even though they're blacked out, there's the wonderful church windows on both sides of you. You can tell what they are, even though they've blacked them out for the sake of performance. You still have that sense of being in a church, and it has such a cozy feeling to it. It
Thank
does.
you.
It does. Yeah. And since we're going to have a bunch of raucous drag queens and singers there tomorrow, I think a church is probably the safest place to view them.
Absolutely. And some it will be, of course, the sound of a train in the distance during some portion of the show.
Yes, probably during Ima's number. Yeah,
Probably so.
with a little luck, at least. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So Tanya, now, if you've been running a theater this long, did you have experience beforehand, or did you just learn as you started?
No, I went to the Georgia Southern University and graduated with a degree in communication arts with an emphasis in theater there.
Okay.
But shortly after leaving school, I got married and had a baby. And for most people, they would understand that running a theater doesn't make a lot of money. So I had to go into the business world. So it really wasn't until my oldest was about 6 or 7 that we joined this particular church, and they got wind that I had a little experience, and we started going on from there. And as my kids grew into place, and it just became a family affair.
That is lovely. Yes. Now you mentioned you use volunteers. We use a ton of volunteers at Project Chimps as well. But you said you are completely volunteer. Was that
We are.
correct?
All of us. I do not get paid. None of us get paid. I do try to give a small stipend to actors and technical people who work for us, but we are not for profit, and we're not equity. So the folks that come to us to audition come from all over, but a lot of the young'uns are trying to build a resume, and the older ones come back because they haven't done it since college, and now their kids are grown and they're done with baseball and soccer, and they want to do something for them. So that's how we got a lot of our base members, that come.
That's lovely. I've done some community theater in the past. Yes, they've asked specifically that I work backstage, but still, it's been wonderfully enjoyable.
Well, I can say that you were very helpful to me the other day with your designs. Yes, your sense of design on the set was just perfect.
Well, Well, I do have an amazing sense of style. Maybe you've noticed the wonderful dress I'm wearing. It is actually what I'll be featuring during Bananarama because, I just thought it was time for something a little more elegant. And I'm a Banana helped me shop for it. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure he did. Well,
Yes.
I'm rethinking what I'm going to wear tomorrow after seeing this ensemble.
I mean, you could wear, just a banana costume if you wanted, or you could go with class like I do.
I'll try to class it up a little bit
Yeah,
for you.
sure, why not, right? Now, Tanya, if you've been running theater and you've studied theater, have you been on stage a lot or just backstage?
I've been on stage quite a bit. I do like to act. My preference is directing. I just love that aspect of taking the show and breaking it up and figuring out how we're going to move in our space. I produce all of our shows. So I pick the season, I find the directors, I get them staffed. And then for the most part, I let them go. I try to pick people that I know are on the same page with all of us in how we do things.
Sure.
We're a very small theater, so we don't, have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of furniture. We don't have a lot of things. But everybody that's ever worked for us walks away with a good feeling. At least they're saying they are, that we were very helpful and very supportive of them. So I love it when new directors show up. I love it when new actors show up. And the kids are great too. We have a wonderful camp in June, 2 weeks of camp.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that's so wonderful. Now, so if everybody out there, I hope you heard that, because much like Project Chimps, Lionheart Theatre needs your support, whether it's coming to see a show or maybe making a donation or coming by and helping build some of the sets someday.
Or
Any of that.
bake a cake. Yeah.
Bake a cake. Yes, bake a cake. When they have performances, they have a number of them, so they need a lot of cake. Yeah. But, many of you are supportive of animals, and we appreciate it. But don't forget to support the arts, too. Yeah, that's an important part of our lives, too. So make sure you take a part in that. Now, Tanya, the question that I hear so often, and I'm sure you have before, and I think it just bears answering finally. How do you learn all of those lines? Yes, it's so...
Everybody has their own method, but I have an old-fashioned one.
Oh, yes.
I have a cassette tape player still. Do the children know what cassettes are? Okay, I have one of those, and I record the line before mine and after mine and leave a dark space where I can talk to this cassette player all on my own. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. But that's how I learned them. Some people write them down. They write their whole script down. It's amazing to hear what other people's methods are, but it works. It works.
Is her dark space like Star Wars?
No, that's not the same kind of dark space we're talking about.
Okay.
No, this is like a gap, like between your teeth.
Silence.
Yes. Or between your ears, maybe.
There
That's
you
a
go.
dark space. Yeah. Okay. Well, yes. We've been known to perform too. Not just bad jokes online. Yeah, we've done other things too, and we enjoy it. But I agree. It just takes a lot of repetition. But it's not, in the end, it's not that hard to learn lines. It's always fun when people ask you, though, isn't it? When they're like, how did you learn all that? How did you?
Yes.
Well, we didn't start yesterday. We took some time to prepare. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No cue cards for you.
No cue cards.
Or
No.
a little prompter.
Well, sometimes somebody will yell out, "That's the wrong line." Unfortunately, sometimes that comes from the audience, and that's even worse. Yes. Oh, we love the theater, though.
So, Tanya, do you get a lot of people in your theater getting on their cell phones during the show or coming in late? That's our biggest pet peeve when we go to the theater. Or getting the water bottles that crunch.
Yes. Well, we don't give water bottles, and we never serve popcorn. I don't like popcorn all over the place. We have water in cups for you.
Okay.
Yes, we do. It's irritating, and I stand in front very politely and say, please turn off your phone. We're going back for our next show is actually in the 80s. We're going back to the 80s. Let's put the phones away. You can spare 2 hours, and then the people that come in late, and then they get irritated because they can't sit together because they've come in late,
Yeah.
You can always go Patty LaPone on them.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Have one of your lead actors just give a little speech from time to time.
I heard once Tyler Perry did that too at one of his shows. Yes,
he did. Well, yes. I mean, I was actually present at one of the performances on Broadway where somebody decided they would get up, walk on stage to plug their phone charger in. Now,
oh my gosh!
The best part of that was, of course, it wasn't a real outlet. It was just part of the set. But somebody thought that would be okay to do. Now, I do have to give them a little bit of credit. They didn't do it while the play was going on, but still.
At intermission, they went up there?
Well, pre-show, but the same idea. Yes. Yeah, they thought that would be clever, I guess.
I've had people take phone calls and say, I'm at the theater. I'll call you back. And then hang up.
We need to get one of those jammers. Didn't they threaten to make those at one time where you could just jam all the
jam the frequencies? Jamming their frequencies? Yeah.
Yes. Well, so take this as a lesson, everybody. If you really appreciate the arts like you often claim you do, please learn the etiquette too, so that you can be kind to the people that put all the work in.
Yes, please.
Now, it's very important that you think about this as we go into Bananarama, because it's a different kind of show. And I've got no problem coming down off the stage right over to you. Yeah, I'll be visiting. Now, that being said, we don't mind some raucousness during our show tomorrow and on Saturday. So it's your opportunity if you like to get a little more involved than you normally should at a regular play. Yeah. Bananarama is the place to be a little bit, in your cups, I guess they say sometimes. Yeah, have a good time, have a couple beers, yell and sing along with the queens. It's fun. It's
Do
fun.
your folks we have our little skit going on at Bananarama
Yes.
as well.
Yes, can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's called Malcolm. I don't want to give too much of that away.
No.
But it's a young lady is at a coffee shop, and a gentleman that she's dated once or twice comes in and sees her and is not certain why she's ghosted him.
Yes,
So
so
we find out.
it's very
So
relatable,
we're very
right?
proud to say that our young man playing that part is Paul Milliken from Fox 5.
Yes.
He's
yes,
also
Paul.
has the lead in our next show, The Nerd. So we're good friends with Paul, and we hope you'll come out and see him.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we were so thrilled to hear that you were going to include some of your actors in a performance for our show. It adds so much, and we really appreciate it.
Well, this one is perfect for this.
It is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like it was written for us.
Yeah.
I don't mind when people throw money at my face.
No, so when Ima's performing, please feel free to get up out of your seat, walk up to the stage, and toss bills right at her.
Yes,
Right
coin-
at her.
No
Right at-
coins.
Well, yeah.
Coins
Well,
hurt.
nothing larger than a penny, at least. Yes.
Please bring your cash. Bring
Bring
cash.
cash.
Bring
Bring cash.
cash.
You need cash to use the bar, so that should be motivation enough. But also to tip the queens. Yep.
Yes,
'Cause that's
yeah.
how that works, by the way, if you didn't know, folks. Yep.
Mhm.
Very good, very good. Now, Tanya, you mentioned that Paul was in your next show. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because some folks aren't going to be able to make Bananarama, and they'll probably want to come to see a show at Lionheart.
And our next show is called The Nerd, and it's a comedy. It's going to be a
Oh, it's
lot of
about
fun.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the tickets to our shows are $18, and they include a dessert and beverage.
Wow.
Yeah. After
Yes,
that
that's
show,
awesome.
we're doing a 10-minute festival of Halloween plays. That's an adult night as well.
Ooh.
So we would hope you would come to that. Then we do Death Trap. Some of you may have seen that movie with Michael Caine and Christopher Reeve many years ago. And then we end the season, the year with Last Night at Ballyhoo, which is another comedy.
Yes. Another wonderful show. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so there's a lot to choose from.
Lots
And
to-
I bet it's probably a good time to buy season tickets for next year's shows too, isn't it?
Yeah, anytime. We have something called a Flex Pass. You can, and it's good for 2 years, and you get 10 shows for $140.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so that's
fabulous.
$14 a show.
What a discount.
Ticket, and you can invite 10 people and come in one night, or you can use them throughout every show that we do. But we extend it for longer than a year.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, yes.
So Tanya, do you guys do like the ghost tours? Or
We
is-
do every other year. This year we're doing the Bewitching 10-minute
Oh,
plays.
nice.
Next year we'll do the ghost tour. The ghost tour is called Lawless Spirits. And we've taken shootouts and murders and robberies and ghost stories from Gwinnett County. And our historian, Gene Ramsey in Norcross, gets me the clippings from a newspaper. And I have a handful of playwrights who love to write, and they'll write the little scenes for us. And then you start at our theater, and we walk you all the way through the city of Norcross, stopping to meet these different characters
Oh,
and
lovely.
see shootouts and see the scenes and become part of it.
Have
It's a
you
lot
ever
of fun.
Have you ever seen a ghost on the ghost tour?
It's reported that there's a little girl ghost at Mojito. She likes to wreak havoc with their dishes and tablecloths. There's supposed to be one in the rectory next door where we will be for part of the show.
Yes. Yes, that's where our VIPs get to go. So if you want to meet
Yes.
a ghost, get a VIP ticket.
Now, the only experience I've ever had was at the theater, and I went out into the larger lobby and I smelled pipe smoke, and I was the only person in the building. Nobody was there but me.
Right.
And I did
You're
have.
saying you don't smoke a pipe.
I do not. No.
Okay.
But it was smelled like my father when he was smoking, smoked pipes. But we're said to have 3 in the theater, 2 men and a woman.
I see. Do they put on little shows late at night?
In the beginning, they would mess with things, but now I think they like us. They don't do anything now. They leave us alone. I had a woman that was painting a set for me once, and her mother was with her. She was an elderly woman, and she didn't speak any English. She was Portuguese. and she needed to go to the bathroom. So they took her to the ladies' room, and she came running out.
Yeah.
And in massive Portuguese, told her daughter that there's a portal in there. They're coming in and out of there. They're coming in and out of there. They're coming in and out of there. So apparently, the ladies' room is also a portal for the ghosts to come in and out.
Oh, lovely. Well, at least they have facilities after their long
Yes,
journey.
exactly.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we should mention, Tanya, because another wonderful thing that Lionheart has done for us is that Flex Pass to see shows will be part of our silent auction.
Yeah, you're getting
Yeah. So you might be able to get it. You might be able to get it at a little bit of a deal if you do the silent auction right. We'll also have items from Project Chimps on the silent auction. So that's just another reason to come join us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys set your schedule for next year?
I'm sorry?
Have you set your schedule for next year?
We have. And I wouldn't be able to rattle it off to you without, it's on our website, lionhearttheatre.org. It's already posted.
Yep.
Really good show. The one, the group here might enjoy, the family with kids, is SpongeBob the Musical. Will be happening in May.
SpongeBob, we like that musical. We've seen it a few times.
We're going to turn the theater into an undersea world, so it will be beautiful.
Yes, I'd like the idea of that. Yeah. Now, I'm actually very excited because you have a show by a local playwright, Topher Payne. I've seen much of his work. It's very good.
Yes. We've never had anything on our stage by Topher, and we're very excited about that. Yeah,
yes,
that will be in September next year.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, well, that's wonderful. Well, now, Tanya, you've been so good to Project Chimps, and you've partnered with us in such a wonderful way. Is this something you do with other organizations from time to time as well?
Not so much in fundraising like this. Last weekend or weekend before last, we had the Paris Dancers, which is a group of senior citizens who did tap dance and Vegas showgirl and all of that. And they had a show on Sunday. They were very good. Did
anybody break a hip?
No. They had your routine reminded me of them. They all came out with walkers and did a whole thing on walkers. But when the 80-year-old women come out with their showgirl hats on, I just feel like, I'm ashamed of myself when I see what good shape these women are in, because there's tap dancing. They're still doing it.
That explained all the feathers in the dressing room.
Yes, probably so.
Yes. Did you steal some of them to your costume?
Oh, you should have seen those two dressing rooms. They were full of feather boas. It was incredible.
I mean, it's not a show if there's no feather boas.
Absolutely.
That's, old people, you know what they say, gays and grays, they know how to use their feather boas. Mm-hmm.
Well, we like to host, when we're dark, we don't have a show a weekend. We welcome one-night stands or two-night stands that don't mind performing on a set we're building. So if you're coming tomorrow night, you'll see what's happening with the nerd set because we're building it. And Jolene will be sitting on that set.
Yes. No, I thought you had built that for me specifically. It looks like my home.
Ooh, yeah. Well, we did, and then we decided we would use it for the nerd. I'm sorry.
Yes, I understand now. That makes more sense. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yes. It was the dark paneling that made no sense.
Yes. No, I quite love it. I'm very comfortable on it. I sat on it earlier today to check it out. Yes. Oh, it was just like being at home. Yeah, I did not smoke a pipe while I was there. You'll be glad to know.
Thank you.
No worries. Oh, very nice. Now, you've done other stage work as well, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Have you done community theater before?
I was in, oh my gosh, Finnegan's Rainbow.
Oh my goodness.
Because my mother directed the Christ the King Players. That was their church's local thing. So I was in Finnegan's Rainbow back when I was a wee little child.
Oh my!
Just a little plantain. Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
is it get you back on stage?
Yes. We'll have to get him there at some point. I mean, if you cast bananas.
Yes, and I'll be doing. I do an annual Christmas benefit show as well.
Yes.
That'll be doing again this Christmas. It's always the first Saturday in December.
Okay.
Good mix down in Ansley Square. We raise money for, it's basically kind of like a Toys for Tots organization. So people come and they have to donate a toy. And then we also do a show and people donate money during the show as well.
Oh,
So we
fun.
raise money for that charity. as
Oh,
well.
isn't that wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? See how all of the different charities work so well together. You need to be a part of this. Or,
Yes.
if you're not, your financial support is so wonderful, but also consider how much you would enjoy being part of an arts organization or an animal activist organization or anything that just makes it the whole world a little better for everybody. So consider donating, preferably to us or to Lionheart, but to whomever you need to. Make sure you support the people in your area and the wonderful work they're doing.
All right. So Tanya, how did you guys come up with Lionheart as a name? Just out of curiosity. You know?
Well, it's kind of funny. I am divorced, and my ex-husband was part of the beginnings of Lionheart, and we were trying to figure out what we wanted to call ourselves. We didn't want to be like Norcross Community Theater, wanted something new, something different. And he just woke up in the night and said, Lionheart. And I went, well, okay. He goes, it says, what are they doing at Lionheart? What do you think is going on at Lionheart? And I said, well, I like that. So that's how we got the name.
Very nice. My first husband, God rest his soul. He's not dead. I'm just hoping God will listen to my prayers. But he had some wonderful ideas too. But his best idea was when he took off. Yeah, I appreciated that. Yeah. So I understand. But that's such a wonderful story. Now, Tanya, we're going to get back to bingo in just a minute. But was there anything else you wanted to mention about Lionheart, or really anything at all? Because you've got a great audience in front of you at the moment.
No, I just want to say how thrilled I am that we met and got to do this with you guys, because honestly, I never knew about this. Never knew it existed. Never even thought about where the chimps would go to retire. You know what I mean? And I just think it's an amazing, amazing organization. And let's do this every year. Whatever you want to do, we're here to help.
Absolutely. And that's why, we want to do the event, because so many people are like you that they just don't even realize there's chimpanzees right nearby. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And we kind of also like to thank Bob, who's performing as a comedian tomorrow.
Yes, giving his time.
He's on 99X in the morning, and they mentioned the show this morning.
Yes, they
We'd
did.
like to thank Georgia Voice. They did an article about Project Chimps and the show as well.
Yes.
And Atlanta First News.
Yes, Atlanta First News also did a wonderful article about it. So we appreciate everybody that's been so supportive. And we even have a sponsor for our show. Yes, Hail or High Water Roofing Company has sponsored the show. So we appreciate them as well.
That's great.
They actually put our new roof on too. So it's not just like they came to us out of nowhere. We know them and we love their work. So we were glad that they wanted to be supportive. So thank you to everybody. Thank you particularly to Lionheart Theatre. And thank you, Tanya, for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We will see you tomorrow night, and hopefully you all will join us to see her again tomorrow night too.
Yay.
Hey, well, good night, Tanya. Thank you so much.
Good luck with bingo.
Oh, you know it. All right. Well, that was so wonderful. We really appreciate Tanya. Yeah, she was just a godsend. We were wondering how we were going to get another Bananarama up and running again, and Tanya was there just out of the blue to make it happen for us. We really love that. Well, Holly, I understand you have yet another surprise for us, don't you? Something very interesting about Project Chimps, an aspect that most people don't know that much about, I think. Yes. So I think she has a video ready for us, and we're definitely hoping for that. But while we're getting ready for all of this, don't forget, get your cocktails ready, because we got another bingo game to go. If you were taking a quick break, get your bingo card back up and ready to go, because we're going to be working on that. And don't forget, we have so many different events. We've mentioned the Great Pollinator Census. We've mentioned Touch a Truck. We have mentioned the Cheers for Chimps that are coming up. There's so many. After MIMS, we even have another brewery up there in North Georgia at the Fannin Brewing. So that'll be great. The Pets TV is coming tomorrow. And Bananarama, don't miss it. Don't miss it over the next 2 nights. Yes.
Is Fannin Brewing doing another drinks, especially for chimps again?
I believe they might be. Yes, they've brewed. I need another cocktail.
More cocktail.
Yes, yes.
I am an intern here at Project Chimps. I'm from Virginia and I attend Virginia Tech. And this is the day in the life of an intern. You have the ability to stay in the cabin, which is a really fun thing because it's really close to the chimps and you can hear them at night. We have a common area for our days off and our downtime. This is where you stay when you're an intern. This is the intern bedroom. There are 4 beds and there are 4 closet spaces. This is a really great poster that's in the bathroom that makes me laugh every time I see it. We wear gloves and masks whenever we're dealing with anything that will go to the chimps or whenever we are in a villa because we don't want to transmit disease from the chimps to us or from us to the chimps. I'm carrying the chow. I'm not allowed to go inside the ride because that is too close to the chimpanzees. We fold the bags for girls and we twist the bags for boys. One of the first steps we do is grabbing any blankets and toys that are inside the room, and then we will take the blankets and any stuffed toys to the laundry room to wash them. Another one of the rules that we have to follow is that we are not allowed to touch the chimps.
So this is browse. It's a variety of different plants. We got some banana leaves, some different branches here, as well as some scatter, which is a mix of various pantry items. Right now it's pasta, corn, and some chickpeas that we're going to scatter all around the ground for the chimps to forage and eat up. Just set up the room for chimps. So we have toys and blankets and browse, and then we're going to put out enrichment and scatter. Twice a week we get produce orders, and right now I am packing up some broccoli in a big bin to put in the fridge. I just finished my garbage run, which is my final task for the day, and that is the day in the life of a caregiving intern.
Well, wasn't that wonderful? You get to learn a little bit about what happens with our interns. Yeah, I know some of you probably weren't aware of that. So an intern is like a long-term, full-time volunteer. Yeah, they do work. They have a good time. Now, in exchange, they get to spend time in the villas with the chimps. You saw what fun it was playing with the chimps. Oh, it was wonderful. You know, if you're ready for it and your schedule allows, you could consider coming from an intern for an internship. We do not have an age limit on the upper end. We do on the lower end for legal reasons, but we've had interns as old as 60 that have spent months with us working with the chimps and having a great time. If you have the abilities, yes, we would love to have you come and help. And our interns work not only with the chimps, but also with our administration team and our marketing team and our facilities team. So even if you don't necessarily want to do some of the work that you saw Willa doing, you might be able to come and intern with us, work in the office, help us get things done. That's welcome too, you know. Yeah. We just love our volunteers in every shape or form. And there's so many different ways you can be a part of it. You should check it out. Now, if you go to our website, you can find out about all the different ways you can participate, visit, volunteer, donate. Also important. And we really appreciate it from all of you.
And you don't necessarily have to be a major in college that's for animals.
No,
you can do anything.
No, in fact, many of our interns use it as an opportunity to have that experience that they thought they might do as a career, but they realized, I'm going to do something else. So let me take this opportunity to spend a little time with the chimps before I move on to my other chosen career. So that's another way you can think of it too.
Until they march to their slow death in their new job.
Yes. Yeah, when they could have just been having a good time with animals for the rest of their life. Yay. Who could think it? Okay, well, you know, I think it might be time for another bingo game. Yay. Yeah, I think so. All right. Well, you know what, Ima? Why don't you just give us a few balls to get us started? Why don't you?
Your first ball is 73.
73. Oh, by the way, you'll be getting a squishy banana if you win. Yes, we have these wonderful items. They're in our shops, so you can come by and get one if you want. But they're squishy bananas. It's like a stress toy. It looks like a banana. It smells a little bit like a banana. And you can grab it and squeeze. It's fabulous. You got to have one. Okay, you can win one or you can come by and get one or a dozen, whatever you like. Okay, well, that was good. Let's give them a couple more.
Your next ball is N36.
N36. One more to get them going.
And your next ball is 67.
67. Well, let's talk about another of our birthday chimps. We had such a quick winner last time. We only got through 2, and we have quite a few. So I'm going to mention this time Lizzie. Lizzie is 33 this month. So she's one of our older girls. Yes, there she is. Look how elegant and elderly she is. Oh my goodness. She is the best nester in the sanctuary. She builds giant nests with all the nesting materials. She used blankets, boxes, stuffed animals, toys, paper, wood, wool. And she has always seen with a particular stuffed animal, usually either her small Grinch or stuffed chimp. Yeah, she was fascinated with her Grinch stuffed toy. So we will see her put all of this stuff in a nest, sometimes in the boxes themselves. And then she often grooms them. Yes, she does. She'll groom her little stuffed chimp. Yeah. Now, Lizzie also loves apples. And when she greets you, she looks deep in your eyes because she has such gentle, sweet, thoughtful eyes. So that's our Lizzie.
Until she pulls out her axe.
Yes. No, that's a different Lizzie. That's a different Lizzie. Don't worry.
Oh, it's a different state.
Don't worry. Yes, that's a different one. Now, Lizzie's birthday has already passed. It was on the 6th. But you know, she doesn't have a calendar, so it's not too late to get her a present. And she would love another stuffed chimp or stuffed animal, maybe another Grinch if you happen to see one, because that was a favorite toy. Yeah, they're on our wish list as well. So if you don't see what you're looking for, check them out on our wish list, and we'll point you towards something. Yeah. All right, Ima. I think we need 3 or 4 more balls. Yeah.
Your next ball is G52.
G52. That's a good one.
Your next ball is N33.
N33, everyone. N33.
Your next ball is G60.
G60. Okay. Well, that's good. So that brings us to our next birthday chimp, and that would be Ray. Ray is 15. Not one of our older ones. He's one of our younger ones. So Ray is turning 15. There he is. What a face. What a face. Look at that smile. Yeah. Quite something. Yeah, he's a gorgeous young man. His birthday is tomorrow when we open our Bananarama. So we'll be sure to toast him with all of you that attend. Yes. So his birthday is tomorrow. He's been with us since 2018, the same time as Leo and Hercules came over. And his favorite times of the day are meal times. Yes, smart boy. Okay. He doesn't have a favorite food because he loves all the foods. Yeah. Ray absolutely loves training too because it's usually food motivated training. Yes. And he loves that. He's always ready to participate in the afternoon training sessions. And I'm sure it's about the treats and benefits he gets when he does a good job. Now, sometimes during these sessions, he will make a nest and patiently wait for his turn. So he knows he's getting something and he knows how to be patient. Some of you could learn a thing or two from Ray. Yes. Mm-hmm. He'll take a nap outside on the structures. He does enjoy doing that, especially on a sunny day.
Aww.
Ray's getting bolder with his age too, He's displaying more and asserting himself with the group. Now, if you want to get Ray something for his birthday, well, what he would recommend is juice, any juice and lots of it. He prefers to stay indoors instead of going out in the habitat, but he never turns down a little juice. Yeah, not that kind of juice. This is my own. Oh, wasn't that nice? A rare day that Ray actually got out in the habitat. And it was raining apparently, so maybe that's why he doesn't go out so much. Yep. Well, his hair got wet. And when you make that so much effort and then it gets all wet, I hate that.
That's awful.
Well, let's give him a couple more.
Your next ball is 71.
71.
Your next ball is N39.
N39.
All right,
these are good ones.
For a second. And your next one is G49.
G49. So there's 3 more for you. I hope some of you are getting close. Don't be afraid to shout it out in the comments how you're doing, which balls you want. We're not going to give you them, but you can shout it out. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we'll give them to you, but not intentionally. You'll have to wait until they come up randomly.
Yep.
So that was one of our young boys. Let's talk about another of our younger boys, Bo. Bo is 19 this month. He turns 19 towards the end of the month on the 25th. Yes. And he's been with us even longer than some of the boys we've talked about. So, oh, look. Oh, what a face. Oh, a face anyone could love. Yes. Just adorable. That's Mr. Bo. And he's been with us since May of 2017. So he's one of the longer chimps that have been with us. And we love that he's been so long and enjoying himself. Bo learned a lot about being an alpha for his group of 15 chimps. Yes, he did. Although Bo is still kind of young at 19, he matured quickly over the course of 2021. Now, his new style of leading has the females of his group constantly going to him for reassurance and offering him support when he is challenged. So once again, Bo's a smart boy. Yeah, he is. But even though he has gone through a lot of changes, Bo is still the same chimp at heart. He is. His favorite thing to do is relax on the platforms while his group mates groom him. Well, unless it's time for food. Yes, he absolutely loves grape juice and chow. Who doesn't? And he is known for his enthusiastic, high-pitched food squeaks, which he makes through his whole meal. Oh, Bo, you are something else, aren't you? Yep. Now, Bo likes to let his buddy Lance peer into his mouth when he has a mouthful of food. Lance has to decide if he'd like it too. So he likes to watch. This is not an unusual behavior for chimps. Yeah, they'll do that. Yeah, I thought it was because they were worried about the dentistry, but apparently it's about the food. Yeah.
Is this their version of seafood?
Yes, exactly. Yes. And they find it to be the funniest joke in the world because they do it to each other all the time. Yes. If you want to help Bo out, food's a good choice. And he likes walnuts in the shell. They're on our wish list too. They are. Okay. Well, Ima, I think some people would like another ball. And those of you that aren't ready for one, go check out the wish list.
Coming anyway.
Yeah.
Your next ball is B2.
B2. Don't forget to check all of your cards. B2.
Your next ball is N43.
N43.
And your next ball is I-29.
I-29, everyone. I-29.
One more?
Sure, why not? Let's have one more.
And your next ball is I-27.
I-27. Very good. Oh, wonderful. Well, let's go back to some of our older gals. Yes, Miss Jamie. Miss Jamie turns 34 this month. Ooh. She's one of our older gals. Yeah, she was born in 89. Can you imagine? She was
Taylor Swift.
Right. Well, maybe she's the Taylor Swift of her social group. Yeah, look, she looks like she has some sass. Yeah. She looks like she's been through a lot of boyfriends and written some songs about them. So maybe she is. So there's Jamie. Yeah, she's really distinctive. She looks a little bit like Jamie Lee Curtis, actually.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. So there's Jamie. Now, she's a high-ranking female, well, higher ranking, and she resides with her best friend, Jurita. I've sponsored Jurita. She's a friend of mine.
Yep.
And she's close friends to Jill and Precious as well. Yes. So Jamie at 34. Oh, her birthday is on the 6th, by the way, so you missed it. But like I said, these chimps don't keep track, so they don't mind when they get their gifts. Don't worry. And she's been with us since 2018, so quite a while for her as well. Now, she enjoys demanding her walnuts, and she drinks from the hose with a lot of lip smacking. Yeah, often referred to as the fun police, she will intervene when young females get too rowdy playing tug of war with the care staff. Well, you know, she's at that age. It's a lot of, you kids get off my lawn. I
The
think.
lotto machine is broken.
Yes, exactly. Yes, get off my lawn. Okay. Now, Jamie has been exploring outdoors in the habitat more and more as she's become more comfortable, but she always makes sure to come back inside in the evening because she wants her juice. Yeah. What do you know? Another chimp that likes their juice. It's surprising. So with the fact that she's another chimp that loves her juice, that's something else you can get off the wish list. Maybe, you know, you can kill 2 appetites with 1 stone and get several of them juice birthday gifts. Yes. Yeah. Jamie also loves squash, and she's just excited as all get out about a fresh pumpkin. So she's out of her gourd usually. Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yes. Stay here.
See me tomorrow.
Yes, see me tomorrow. If you think these jokes are bad, wait till tomorrow. They're bad and a little blue. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's Jamie. So I guess it's time to get out a few more of our wonderful bingo balls.
So what movie was Polly Walnuts in?
Polly Walnuts. Wasn't he on The Sopranos?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I think so.
I was thinking
Yes.
it was what's the one with Kosa?
Are you having a seizure? Oh my, you should see a doctor about that. Are you thinking of The Usual Suspect?
Yes.
I see. No, that's the wrong one because they don't talk about anybody else.
Oh, sorry. Sosa, Kaisa.
Let it go. Let it go. You'll be better in the morning with some sleep. Yeah. Let's get some balls. Let's get some balls.
Sosa Kaiser. No.
Just play some balls.
Your next ball is I-20. I-20.
I-20. I know who he's talking about, but I'm not going to tell him. Maybe some of you want to put it in the comments.
And your next ball is I-18.
I-18. I-18. All right, let's give him another one.
And your next ball is O-72.
O-72. O-72. Well, you know, since we've been on a run of the older ladies in our group, and I am a fan of the older ladies, yes, for certain reasons, let's talk about another one of those old gals. And I'm thinking of Sasha. Yes, Sasha, who is turning 36 this month. Yes, we have got some older girls out there, don't we? You know, it's kind of amazing because quite often chimps in captivity don't live much past the mid to late 30s anyway. Now, the males are usually have a slightly shorter lifespan than the females. So it's not surprising that our girls are doing pretty good.
Do they ever get cosmetic surgery?
No, I don't think so. No, I think they're pretty happy with their looks. They're a little more well-adjusted than humans sometimes. Yeah. So Sasha is 36. She's got a very mild disposition, by the way. But that she doesn't let the other chimps push her around, though, because she is mid-ranking. So she has some oomph. Hey, guess what she loves? Juice. 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 No, juice. And she likes to savor every bite of her meal. Yes, she does. Her birthday's coming up on the 30th. So that's the same as some of the other girls. Yeah. Now, the gift request is a little different. She would like PVC tube straw. Okay. I don't know. Maybe she's building a chemistry set. I don't know. There's Miss Sasha. Look how lovely. Look how lovely. Oh, it's a face only another chimp could love. Yes. No, she's quite cute. She does look like she was modeled after the gargoyles in Paris, but nonetheless, we enjoy that adorable face because she's such a sweetie. She really is. Yeah, she's a sweetie. So give her some tube straw. I'm sure it's on our wish list. I would assume that's because, like so many others, she likes making a nice nest. Now, if you have trouble identifying Sasha, and I don't know how you would, you can tell by the silver hair on her back and that tuft of hair. You can kind of see it there in the picture. That crown's right on the top of her head. She's got a big tuft that sticks up. You know, it just occurred to me she might be a troll.
Oh
my goodness, she could be a troll doll. Yes. Yes. Well, there's lovely Miss Sasha. Let's hear it for her. Get her something for
Yay.
her birthday, would ya? Okay.
Yay.
Speaking about something for her birthday, maybe we could give her a couple of balls for her birthday.
Your next ball is N45.
N45. N45.
Your next ball is G54.
G54? G54. Yes, indeed. Oh, they need another one.
And your next ball is I26.
I26. I26. Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, we're getting there, guys. I hope you've been enjoying yourselves once again at Bingo. Before we move on, I do want to mention, because I forgot to mention it earlier, we are taking a short hiatus from Bingo. Yes, Ima and I are going to travel a little bit. We're going to see once again if we can find some chimps somewhere else. We did the Antarctic last February. That's why we were gone then. So we're going to try the Arctic this time. Yeah, we're going to look in Iceland and Greenland to see if any chimps are hiding up there. Yeah, so we won't be here for September Bingo or October Bingo. So you'll have to rejoin us in November. Yeah, we'll be back November 9th. Okay, yeah. So speaking of Bingo, let's give him one more ball.
Your next ball is 070.
070. Well, we're going to be gone for 2 months, so let's give him 2 balls.
Your next ball is I25.
I25. I25. Lovely, lovely. Okay, well, let's talk about another birthday chip. Oh, we do. We have a winner. Okay. We're going to hold off on just a second because I'm going to mention our last 2 chimps. Cassie, 28. She would love some crunchy dried carrots. And Roxy, oh my God, Roxy, who just turns 13 this month. Roxy's a big fan of puzzle toys, and she likes the Kongs that we hide food in. So there's Miss Cassie. There's Miss Roxy. Let's hear it for all our lovely chimps. We had a lot of birthdays this month. I guess August is a lovely time to give birth to chimps. Yeah.
Oh.
So who is our winner?
Our winner is Debbie Stalford from Hugo, Colorado.
Debbie Stalford from Colorado. That's wonderful, Debbie. I'm so glad you're playing with us all the way from Colorado. We really appreciate all the participation. It's wonderful. Let's hear it for Debbie, everyone. And if you did not win one of the prizes you hope to win, don't forget, you can go online to our store or come by our shop and get the things you might like. Swag, t-shirts, wonderful things. Our new stuffed chimps are in, by the way. Yes, we have 10,000 of them. Please come buy some. Please come buy some. Somebody overordered. Yes. Oh, well, look, there's a Lizzie in the chat. Ah, that's wonderful. Oh, so many Lizzies. Yes. Wonderful. I don't think she appreciated your joke, probably, though. Oh, well. Well, anyway, everybody, thank you so much. Our winners, don't forget to send us a quick email at events@projectchimps.org. And Holly's going to come back and take us out and chat with us a little bit about anything we might have missed, because, you know, we miss a lot of things here. We're not that bright. Yeah. Hi, Holly.
Ooh, hello. Fabulous. We got a winner so quickly.
I know. Wasn't it nice? That must mean we have a lot of participants, which we really appreciate, everybody.
We do, which is awesome.
See, I don't mind getting done so quick because I ate at El Chorrito.
El Chorrito
taco bar for lunch today.
Oh, it's time, isn't it?
And I had a couple margaritas at lunch.
Yes. So it's time for you to go to bed.
So it's kind of like, yeah.
Well, nonetheless, we appreciate all of you for being there. I hope you're going to join us at all of our upcoming events. Bananarama, Cheers for Chimps, Touch a Truck. Check out the Pets TV special tomorrow night or through their streaming eventually. Or just come by and check us out at Project Chimps. Yay. Oh, thank you, everybody. Holly, do you have anything else you'd like to add or show?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Any videos to take us out? Did we miss videos of any of the chimps? Should we maybe see one?
We have one. Let me find one.
That'd be great. We can end with a nice chimp video. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Because I
have one of Leo and Angelique. So this is when Leo and Angelique were first introduced.
My favorite.
Leo is a little bit excited, and Angelique just calms him right down. So let's watch that on our way out.
So fabulous. Okay, bye everybody. Enjoy the video.